Alright.
What's up, baby? We back at it again with the Joce intro. Got the boy Jacob in here, got Elgin in here. Let's go, let's get it, baby. Woo.
Yes, this is episode
21?
You stupid.
and
Oh,
yeah,
not ready,
bro. Episode 21. If you didn't hear your boy, he's stupid. He think 9 plus 10 equals 21.
Oh,
so
God.
silly.
How many stars on the American flag? Goddamn 47.
Goddamn 47. Where'd she come up with that number, bro? And we hitting up. Oh my bad.
You good, bro? You good? No
Is
party
that
foul.
that's gonna be too high?
Oh yeah, that shit might. Is it on the carpet?
No, it's just sitting right there.
Yeah, my girl had burnt. Ooh,
Oh,
shit.
is it?
Yeah, my girl had burnt the carpet one day.
You just burnt it again, huh?
Burning it right now, yeah. Wow, that shit hot.
Yes. That's burning charcoal.
I burnt it a little bit just now.
All right.
But it ain't bad.
We straight?
We good. I got a new rug.
Fucking hookahs, bruh.
A new rug. I got a new rug coming.
Oh, really? Can I have this one?
You want it?
Maybe. I'll talk to you later. We got a podcast to do.
The one in my but yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, bro. So how was Thanksgiving and all? Everything was great, bro?
Thanksgiving was nice, man. It was small. You know, not because I was scared of COVID or anything. It was just small because a lot of my family went to Missouri and
Bro, you always got family in weird ass places in the world.
because they be traveling. Like my
Every vacation they go somewhere.
yeah, my uncle's side of the family, he be going on vacation. They go on vacation all the time, and even my cousin go on vacation all the time. They always somewhere else, but that's fine. More food for us. I got the biggest pan of macaroni and brought it home, bro. I had all the leftovers.
I don't know, son. How come people only eat good for holidays? Like, why we don't cook like that on like a regular weekend? Be like everybody just come over.
You know what I'm
eat
saying?
good? Like, why we gotta wait till Thanksgiving?
It don't take nothing to make that shit.
Blow it. Son, what y'all be cooking for Thanksgiving? I always wanted to ask.
Okay, so we had turkey, ham, baked macaroni, stuffing, another pan of stuffing because 2 people thought they was the one that was gonna make it, and we had green bean casserole. Do you ever have green bean casserole?
Hell no. I was gonna ask you if y'all made that because I saw like some on Twitter people be like,
Yeah,
green
bruh.
bean casserole. I was like,
I don't know.
That don't even sound good. So is it good?
I don't know if that's too white of me, but it is. It's good as fuck, dude. I love green bean casserole, but it's my mama's recipe, so I'm probably kind of biased because I grew up
Y'all
eating
put
it.
rice in it?
Like
what's in it? Is green beans? What else?
It's green beans and put the mic a little closer to you a little bit.
Green beans. What else?
Green beans. It's like cream of something, like cream of mushroom or cream of whatever. It's that shit that they get put in a lot of casseroles. Some fried like onion crisps. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell
like them
yeah.
and I don't know, maybe just some seasoning or something like that. I don't know why I like it so much. It's so good to me though. I ate all of it.
That shit don't sound good, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
No, it don't. That's why I'm trying to put this disclaimer out. Like I'm not trying to tell everyone to go make it, but that's my shit. I love it. Anyway, Thanksgiving was good. Yeah, how was yours, Elgin? Did you do anything?
Yeah, I went to New Orleans with my family. Saw my grandma. Bro, we cooked. The first time I ever seen this, we cooked the whole pig. Like, you know, like when you like make a pit, put the charcoal in the bottom, put some firewood on there.
Yeah,
and then you cook the pig.
Wow,
like
you really did?
Yeah, and like you split the body open, clean it out. Like my uncle had brought it. Bro, that was the craziest thing I ever seen, son.
And then, so y'all saw its face all burnt up and everything?
Nah, they cut the head off. But they had the whole body, the sides, the legs, the ass. That's the ham.
Was it
ass
good?
is the ham, bro. It was delicious, bro.
Do you eat the legs too?
Hell yeah, but you gotta cut it up. Like he had like one of them electric saws.
Mm-hmm.
He like sawed off.
So the legs, what the legs taste like? I think I only ever
Legs
had
is
ribs
like
and
the
ham.
most tender part. That's like the ham part of it, And then once you get to like the sides, that's like the tough part. That's like the pork loin or whatever.
What about like the shoulder and the front legs and all that?
Shoulders is like real tender too. Like the shoulders and like the hip areas is like the most tender part.
Damn.
Because you know, like that's like where the most meat at, like on any like animal, really.
Right, especially on me.
Especially like when you thick. You feel? Oh my fault. Shoot.
Whoa. All right.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
So what's the first topic?
But the first thing was man, the Saints had a great game, even though they beat a team with no quarterback.
Oh man, we didn't have no quarterback either.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I don't want to slander.
He was a quarterback.
I don't want to slander Taysom Hill, but he's not a traditional quarterback.
He's Tim Tebow.
Facts, the good Tim Tebow. But yeah,
you think Tim Tebow look at Taysom Hill and be like, "That's exactly what I was trying to do."
You know what's crazy? I want to see prime Tim Tebow in today's league because maybe I don't want to
before his time.
I don't want to say I don't want to give him too much credit and say
he really wasn't that fast,
time.
like or athletic though. Taysom Hill is actually like strong, fast. He got a cannon, like
I wonder
really like talented.
his ball wobbles a little bit though.
Yeah.
But yeah, facts. He's multifaceted. I don't know if I wonder if Tim Tebow would have been good for this league. At least maybe a second string or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope. Do you think Jameis Winston is gonna be a big?
That boy said Jameis. Jameis.
It's not Jamie. It's Jameis.
It's Jameis.
Jameis Winston. That's not what everybody says.
It's Jameis, bro.
Nah, bro, I'm about to look it up.
But nah, he trash.
That's why
the Bucks gave it to us. It was like, we don't want him. Y'all can have him. It was like, we got Tom Brady now.
Same.
That dude like led the league in interceptions like back to back years. Like, bro is a goofball. He the reason why the Saints had got that fine, bro. For, the post game celebration. Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see.
He was the main one dancing, like just doing the most, son. Like,
man, he's always doing the most.
And then he do that crazy thing where like he do his fingers in like a W and like eat them.
Eating the W, bro. That's why he can't get no W.
It's like, bro, you just shook everybody's hand on the field and you about to lick your fingers.
No, bro. He puts his lips. He got his lips go down to here when he does that shit. He literally puts the whole hand in his mouth, bro. That is disgusting, bro. And then, like, if you go watch that video, you could hear him slurping on his fucking hands, bro.
Did you see Drew Brees' face when he was doing it? He was like, bro.
I'm talking about the one when he was with,
different one?
Like, when he was with the other
Drew Brees
team.
was like, bro, like, you tripping. Like,
we about
to get in
here.
trouble. Like, like, it's a virus. Like.
So you think, but do you think we should have got that fine?
I think it was too much, bro. Because honestly, you already on the field the whole game with these people. You practice with them all week.
Yeah.
You on the field with no mask, and you on the sideline with no mask. Like, them being in the locker room, you should not get a fine for that, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't think, but I don't care like what rule they enforce on us. Like, fine, give us the fine, whatever. If we broke the rules, then we broke the rules. They probably did write a rule for that.
Right, that's probably what it was.
But if you're not going to do it for the other teams, then I'm looking at y'all funny. Because when that happened, we had a bunch of videos came up that people was posting because everybody want to be the Saints now. Everybody want to act like the Saints.
Everybody do our dances.
Everybody go in the locker room.
And,
everybody doing their little trendy dances in the locker room now. But, and they not wearing masks either. It's a locker room. Ain't nobody doing that.
I think because ours just got the most publicity and like it was the first one, like the biggest one, I guess. Ooh. The whole league. So it was just like.
Can I skip ahead and talk about Boosie? Because this kind of leads into it. Because speaking of being famous and the reason you are the main one, you got to know that if you are the main one getting the attention for doing something bad, that you can't like be too upset that you are the one that got caught because you are the one that everyone's talking about.
Exactly, bro.
All right, so Boosie Badass. I don't know if this is really new news. Let me pull it up to see if there's anything. Oh yeah, the new news is that he's trying to sue Mark Zuckerberg, or in his words, Mark Zuckerberg. He's trying to sue him.
That's actually a more fire name.
Yeah, facts. Oh, and I want to talk about something else real quick after that. So he want to sue him for $20 million for shutting his Instagram down.
Is that enough though? Like, what's the like? How do you price that?
How come when I hit it, it don't come out as much as yours? Am I just not hitting it hard enough?
Hit it harder. Oh, there you go. You hitting it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a hookah. I don't have one. $20 million for shutting his Instagram down. And the thing is that I fucking suck at this podcast shit.
20 million because
20 million
he activated.
Okay, yeah, but he's not the only one that has ever had nudity, because that's the thing. He was doing the Instagram lives where he would literally have women on his podcast, on his Instagram live, showing their boobs and their vaginas and everything else.
Like,
and
put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you could definitely talk like that. You could curse and say whatever you want.
People actually,
but they was really doing it. And
that's what they is.
And the problem is, Boosie, is that you are the most popular one doing it, bro. Like everyone knows what you do. So of course, all of the smaller Instagrams who do the same thing are not getting banned.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people on Instagram that do borderline nudity, and this is the part where you got to be smart. There's a lot of people, a lot of these females on Instagram who and I don't follow them. I mean, I don't follow them.
You just heard about it.
I just heard about these girls doing this, and one of my friends showed me.
Not me.
Yeah, not. It was definitely Kirk that showed me this.
Clear.
And I mean, no, actually, it was Soup. Actually, it was Isaiah. But he showed me who was single, bro. But Soup showed me that there was girls on Instagram doing because they would be nude on Instagram, but they do like they fade out the nipple and they'll have like one little thing that just covers the nipple.
Bro, what?
Or just
creative,
because as soon like it's like that's where the line is. Once you can see the whole nipple or the line of the vagina, that's where Instagram draws the line. So yeah, technically there is plenty of nudity on Instagram, but they play it smart.
Right.
A lot of these girls know how to play it smart, and yes, they link to their OnlyFans. I don't think that's what Boosie got shut down for. I think it was the blatant nudity on the Instagram live. So
is there like an algorithm or something to where they can see the
okay,
if you cross the line, or like
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think so.
You gotta get caught if you famous, like probably.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you need an algorithm to catch Boosie Badass on his Instagram. He got one of the most popular social medias ever.
It so much that
of course, yeah. Or I mean, you don't even have to report it. Like Mark Zuckerberg himself probably. Relax.
That thing came all through.
Did you hear it through the?
I mean, through the headphones, but I don't think it's gonna be on there.
Holy shit. Yeah. But
Mark Zuckerberg probably did see it.
Yeah, but go ahead, take it to court.
I mean, Mark Zuckerberger.
Yeah, Zuckerberg definitely probably saw it himself. So go ahead, take it to court. Look, I always say, look, if there's a dispute, take it to court and then find that out. Like, all this he say, she say, it's not fair, whatever. Who knows what's fair? But take it to court. Because, that'll show you. Maybe you won't get the 20 mil. Maybe you get 10 mil. Or maybe you'll get your Instagram back. I don't know. If you sing to the judge, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like people should be able to promote OnlyFans on Instagram, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're not.
As long as you're not showing.
As long as you're not doing it on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you can promote it because the OnlyFans has a block behind it. But I don't know if I'm Instagram.
It's like, is that good for my brand?
Is that good for Instagram? Because they're gonna leave Instagram and go to OnlyFans. I don't know. So I mean that's why I think businesses really should just be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want, because if it hurts your business, I could get you out of here.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't know if you're in my store handing out flyers to your store, you're not breaking the law, but I could still kick you out.
As long as you're not a direct, I guess, competition to me and what I'm doing, then I don't see how that's the issue.
Yeah.
But is OnlyFans competition to Instagram? Not really, huh? No, because it's not really a social media. It's kind of just a
maybe
fan page.
Yeah, maybe the two can coexist. I mean, honestly, Instagram, it looks like Instagram is kind of just turned into the OnlyFans light version. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's like
a
because girls
it's like a gateway drug.
Right, they use their Instagram to promote their OnlyFans, because on Instagram nudity isn't allowed, so you just tease them on Instagram and then link them to the OnlyFans.
Twitter's even worse.
Oh yeah, no, Twitter's just, they don't even have rules on that. You can just post whatever you want. They got porn on Instagram.
What else we got? Good news. The House of Representatives did pass a bill to decriminalize marijuana.
Facts. Now, the House of Representatives voted on a bill to decriminalize, and this is why I want to put a public service announcement to everybody who's a pothead right now. Don't get too comfortable, because the Senate, it still has to go through the Senate and be approved by the Senate, and that is only decriminalizing weed. It's not legalizing it. You can still catch a pretty gnarly fine. You can, I mean, if you just
won't do jail time, but you'll still.
Yeah, you won't.
There's still gonna be repercussions.
It'll basically be the same thing as all these little parishes and counties. There's a lot of places in Louisiana that you could get caught with weed
and only catch a fine.
Yeah, because they have a program to where you could pay the fine and they'll expunge your record, so you don't have that on your record. Isaiah told me about that one too. I'm just playing. No, I found out myself.
The Senate not even entertaining it, bro. Like they not even. They laughed at it.
Really?
Yes. So they not. I think it's gonna have to.
Is the Senate big Republican?
Yeah,
I think it is.
It's not big Republican, but it's damn near majority. Like they're close to majority.
Right.
They either have majority or they're like right next to it.
Yeah. So the media got a nice little story out of that, but don't let it mislead you. Look through the fine print. Make sure you know that it's not done yet. All they said is that the House, and this is how the media gets away with getting big publicity on stuff that people don't know much about, because people don't really know. And I understand people got jobs and shit to do. They don't know all the ins and outs of the House and the Senate and Congress and all this shit. So they see something that says, I mean, if I was uninformed, really, before I started doing this podcast, I wasn't very politically inclined. I didn't know much about shit like that. If I would have saw that shit around this time,
like, wow, it's good.
I'd probably be walking down the street with a blunt in my hand.
But didn't they say it was good?
Right, I'd be talking to the cop like, no.
So that's why this information age is so scary, because like people don't really understand what it means when that stuff passes. Like it don't mean that it's law yet,
dude. Because there's a lot of, if you don't know much about what's going on with this thing called Section 230, do you know about that?
I heard about it. Yeah. I ain't look into it too deep.
Basically, it's just it's a clause inside of shit. I don't know exactly what it's in, but basically what it says is that a social media company is not liable for what their users put on the shit. So basically, a news organization who typically would have certain liabilities that they have to be responsible for can just post something on Instagram, and they have all the credibility that they have because they're CNN or MSNBC or Fox. And they can say whatever they want on there without having to actually be liable for it. Nobody's going to be liable for it because the user posted it on someone else's platform, and the platform doesn't take responsibility because another user posted it. You see how it takes accountability from both parties. it eradicates accountability from both parties. So they're trying to get rid of it because of how bad it is for the misinformation age. And I'm a little torn on that because I'm a big proponent of I don't care what people put on social media, because it really should be up to the person to not be so ignorant to just read a headline and think that that's the end all be all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of like
that's
a fine line between freedom of speech, it sounds like, and freedom of thought, and also people just not being ignorant and believing anything that they see for like taking it as face value, or like taking it as the right or wrong. Yeah. It's kind of like if you're on social media, like maybe they should, if it really starts becoming a problem, like put like a disclaimer at the very top of your feed, like nothing here is fact, is opinion, everything is opinionated. It's like,
but I feel like
they have news on social media, so it's like,
right,
like CNN has a Twitter, like CNN has Instagram, so it's like there is some facts on social media and there is some,
right.
So I don't know.
Let's take a quick break. Okay, like I was saying, it's a tricky situation. Section 230 removes liability from people on the internet, but I feel like it would help in this to mitigate disinformation, because you're not allowing people to say, or you're not allowing so you're basically holding people responsible for what they say. So you're holding the companies responsible for what people say on your platform. So basically that just means that if the platform doesn't like what you're saying, or feels like what you're saying is going to put them in a position to have to defend themselves.
But I thought the law was that they don't have liability for what people say. Like they're not responsible for what people say.
Right. So when you but I'm saying removing 230.
So they getting rid of that.
Yeah, if they remove 230, that means that the company is now responsible and liable for what you say.
Get rid of it, but right now it's
still fine right now. Okay. It's just something that's being circulated through the courts. Same thing with the marijuana. It's not legal yet.
Yeah, because if they have that section, then I don't see why Twitter and Instagram feel the need to be deactivating people's accounts or like flagging different stuff. Yeah. If they have that in place, they should let people say whatever they want.
Yeah, and I think the issue, the reason that they do that right now, even though Section 230 exists, and I don't think it's because they are trying to dodge lawsuits. I think they're just trying to please their
the other users.
The people who donate to them, the people who give money to the corporate interests and the political interests that give money to these platforms.
But I thought Mark Zuckerberg was like cool with Republicans and conservatives as well as. Isn't he taking money from both sides?
I think at this point we're starting to realize that Republicans and Democrats alike have corrupt people in both parties.
Right.
So those people who pay money to make sure that a certain message gets across on a platform.
Yeah, but I thought both of them gave money to Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg. So how can he choose a side? That's what is it just based on who gave him the most money, or
just who is more pressing him about it, or just he probably
getting pulled in both directions.
You're my friend and I got other friends too, but if it come down to making a decision, one option is heavier than the other.
Like if your girlfriend is like do this, or I'm like do this, then it's kind of like shit.
It's like I have to weigh that out, and right. Somebody's gonna win that. Somebody's gonna
who your loyalties with.
Exactly. So maybe Section 230 will, eradicating Section 230 will help with that. But it just feels like another band-aid on an issue that we don't have to have. People can just not believe everything they read. It's that simple.
I mean, but that's easier said than done, bro. Because people...
Is it?
It is, man. You know how close-minded people are, bro. They're not trying to...
But are we supposed
to
just
people read
that?
The headline, they gonna believe it without even going into the article and actually seeing what it actually says. They're gonna just read the headline and share it.
But are we supposed to just accept that?
Bro, we in America. We got some dumbass people in this bitch. No, what you mean? We got to accept. We accept it all the time.
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No, I want to tell y'all how stupid y'all are. And
well, they go to China. They'll tell you how stupid you are.
Yeah.
They'll let you know. They probably wouldn't even let you have a fucking Instagram and talk how you want.
Well, you know what? That's why we have this platform, because I want to put forth this message. Hopefully, if you're watching and listening, you go home and understand that these platforms, and I'm not just talking about Twitter, I'm not just talking about YouTube, and I'm not just talking about Facebook. Google is a platform as well. I was talking to this.
But Google is an American based.
Yeah, I mean their headquarters are in America. Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you don't know, the Google search page, when you search on something on Google, Google they sell priority to certain companies. They sell priority to certain people. So basically, without getting all into it, I talked to somebody who worked in analytics and advertising for Google. I talked to her yesterday at work. Honestly, it was actually crazy. I just kind of sparked the conversation, and then out of nowhere, she told me that she worked in advertising, and she actually went to like Google's headquarters and worked and contracted out for them and everything like that. And she gave me some insight on the way it works. And I kind of knew that it worked like this anyway, but I didn't really know it was as blatant as I thought. Because when you search something on Google, the first page, literally, you're not looking at the most relevant things. You're looking at basically the dollar amount. Like if you search something,
that's why it says ad. It, like the first three, be like
even
ad
the ones
right
that
there,
even the ones that don't say
and
ad,
the ones
bro.
after that is like the biggest like firms like CNN or like MSNBC,
But
whoever has the most money.
Even the ones that don't say ad.
I'm saying like, and then after the ad ones, then it'd be like CNN or it'd be like Fox. It'd be like the big places that have the most money,
right?
Or the biggest industries.
Yeah. So basically, and there's nothing in the like there's also, I think it was something that Bill Clinton signed a long time ago that gave a lot of freedom to the press, where the press can say whatever they want, and they can just say that they have some anonymous source, and nobody has to look into what the source is. You could say anything on an article, claim you have an anonymous source who's close to the issue or close to the source or whatever, and they can just say that. They can write a whole article about something.
Technically, they have the right to report.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to say it's fact or if it's not true? I mean,
right.
They can't be held accountable if it's not true. I mean, that's just their information that they're relaying.
Right, I agree.
That's the information they got.
Exactly, I
The
agree.
only thing that's fact is what you know. So it's like, it's all just stories.
Mm-hmm. And so you search something up, and you just know that your first 5 results are the people who paid the most, and then the ones after that are the most popular ones. It does not necessarily mean that
it's the most.
This is the most true. Yeah,
yeah.
You just gotta know that, and I hope y'all are reading between the lines and y'all understand this, because the internet was the Wild West for a while, and there was a time when you could search Google and just get the most relevant thing, but then they had to start making money. They had to start making a lot of money, and that's how they do it. They get,
usually if you read the most far left stuff or the most far right stuff, and then kind of try to find the most common information in between those two articles, then you kind of find out what's fact and what was kind of fabricated.
Yeah, follow the sources too.
If you,
because a lot of times,
if the source is funded by somebody,
right,
from that side, then most likely it's gonna be geared for those people. But
right, and then even sometimes the source doesn't even fully agree with the article.
Right,
like you can write a whole article and then label something. Come on, bro. Let's tell me you didn't do this in high school. I would write a whole paper and just freestyle the paper and then go find sources that relate and then don't actually read the sources and then just say these are my sources.
Shit in parentheses with the page number.
With the MLA format.
Yep, that's what they said.
EasyBib.com.
They agree with me.
Yeah, they agree with me. We talking about the same thing, right? So, and it's not plagiarism because I didn't even look at the shit.
Exactly.
So,
I cited it. But.
Right. So
school really gets you ready for the real world. Like as long as
that's what people
long as
do.
Somebody else agreed with you, I guess it's facts.
Exactly. So, and if you're not gonna, and I knew Miss Goyette wasn't clicking on the source and reading through the whole thing to make sure my facts matched up. She wasn't doing all that for 90 different students. Right. Fuck out of here.
What was that? That little system called that you had to put your papers, turn it in, and like it show you like if you plagiarize, like where you got it from, and it'll go straight to that web page or whatever. That was turned in. All right, bro. Because people used to put like BS in it, and then
or some people would copy and paste. That's what turn it in. That's what turn it in would get you. It would get you if your words like lined up perfally, like you copied and pasted.
People would really take the whole.
But also turn it in didn't like the if the article said the fox jumped over the dog and you wrote the dog was under the fox when the fox jumped, you can say that and it wouldn't match up with turn it in because it's a different sentence. It doesn't, the algorithm doesn't notice it because it's technically a different sentence. But if you copied and pasted verbatim, then it would pick
it up.
Yep. So if you're wondering how to cheat on your next thing, just know that if you use turn it in, just reword everything, bro.
Yeah. Since we was like kind of talking about the House and different bills that got voted on and stuff, we can move into the defund the police situation. All right. I don't know if you heard what Obama said most recently. Did you watch the whole video? I watched like most of it. Basically what he was saying, the gist of it is just he doesn't necessarily agree with the whole phrase of defund the police. He doesn't think that it's the right approach. He believes that it should be a more, I guess, conservative approach, kind of just he believes in police reform and that all people should be protected by the police bill and laws that are in place in each state, which I agree with. I don't necessarily agree with defund the police. I think it's counteractive. Yeah, so.
I think Obama's statement was very common sense in the way that, you know, I think as far as I was concerned when the whole defund the police was happening, I knew what they were saying. You knew what they were saying. Right. We all knew what they were trying to say. But you have to understand, when it comes to politics, it's not about feelings. It's about what you actually are trying to push. If you walk up to the court and say, hey, look, I want to defund the police, they're not going to be like, you mean you want to reform the police? They're just going to look at you and say no. So what Obama was trying to say, and not what he was trying to say, he spoke well, he made his point, and he said you lose people when you come up with snappy catchphrases like defund the police, because it's easy to say, it's easy to be like,
but then you also gain people who really feel strongly about defunding the police. So it's kind of like, who is your main audience that you're trying to get with you behind this, you know? So it's like,
right. But I think for the most part, with real people in the real world, I don't think most people are okay with the idea of defunding the police. I think you're losing more people than you're gaining.
You can say that, but there are a lot of people who like, bro,
there's a lot
of the police. So it's like, there's two sides to it. So it's
there was a lot of people that were for it, But it's just we got to be more realistic.
Right.
You can't get rid of them, and the people in government know that you just can't. Like you don't have a court system if you don't have police. You don't have, it goes police, civil court, and then all the higher courts above that. It starts with the police. You gotta have police. You can't just take the money away from all.
You're not gonna have the world without police, bro. Like it's always gonna be something.
And just because they're not doing their job right doesn't mean you take the position away. You gotta reform it.
So
and you gotta figure it out.
Do you think that
the
the Democrats are that stupid to where they will actually believe that they will get defund the police passed by anybody?
No, that's why it never went anywhere.
It's very.
It never left the streets.
It's just a strategy for them to get people on their side, really. Just that slogan is just a strategy.
It was just
and the actual bill is going to be more of a reform thing.
Of course, yeah.
But the catchphrase is just to get that extra push behind it. That way people can start, just saying it, getting like real excited about it and stuff like that.
But that doesn't hold any weight in court. You see,
that's just
as a lawyer,
it's just a phrase.
Right. As a lawyer, a lawyer will tell you when you go up to a judge, you have to have something that actually makes sense. Like I said, the judge isn't gonna try and figure out what you actually mean. If you're saying something and it's radical, then they'll just throw it out completely. You have to come to them with more nuance than that and actually give them a laid out plan on what you want to do to the police instead of just take the money away.
See, what I really think that it was, defund the police happened at the exact moment that it needed to, because it was right after George Floyd. It was right after all those people got shot, Ahmaud Arbery and all them. So that's kind of how they got their voters to get behind them, by saying we're going to defund the police. But when it actually gets time, when they start having the hearings, they're going to be like, all right, I know we said defund the police, but we're going to meet y'all in the middle and we're going to go through these police reform bills and laws and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's actually going to happen. But this was kind of just like a voter tactic, I feel like.
Yeah, it was a movement. Like it was just something.
Like Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and that's
defund the police.
And that's where you got to find the balance. You got to find the balance between getting the people, getting the streets on your side, but then also having an argument to present in court. And so, that's basically all Obama was saying. And the crazy thing is, like, there's a lot of people who were who actually took defund the police very seriously and thought that they could get that done. And those people were upset with what Obama was saying. A lot of leftists were upset with what Obama said. But you got to understand, you got to be more realistic. Obama isn't a crazy radical left person. He was a Democrat, he is a Democrat, but he's not the freaking far left, radical person that y'all.
Yeah, if
that
he was
y'all
far
think
left,
he's not
then we wouldn't be having these discussions that we have right now. He was in there for 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If you want to defund, if you want to defund the police and take down every millionaire in America and go as left as you could possibly get, stick with Bernie. Don't think Obama is gonna back you on that.
Yeah. I think people try to paint Obama as like this super radical Democrat that's gonna take down big business, take down capitalism, but honestly, he's for capitalism. Obama makes hella money. Like, he got
Obama
books,
is an American,
he got podcasts and stuff. Like, he is a capitalist.
Yeah.
Like,
he's not he's not the guy you want on that front. If you want to go to somebody, go to either like Andrew Yang or Bernie Sanders or somebody who's crazy radical left. I can't think of nobody else. Fucking Karl Marx or something. I don't know.
Cory Booker. He's not even that radical.
I don't know much about Cory Booker.
He like alright. He like mid radical. I would say, like right in between.
He's like in between, like moderate and left.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So.
Vaccines,
else on that,
bro? Vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do if your employer says that the vaccine is mandatory?
I got you. 1 second.
What do you do?
All right.
I gotta get the bills paid. I gotta take that bitch. Got to. I mean, I don't want to. If it's encouraged, I'm not getting it.
Mm-hmm.
If we make it a mandatory thing, I'm taking it, bro.
Well, I mean, if you have to, if you got to get the pills paid, and
it depends on whose vaccine it is. If it's Moderna vaccine, I'll take it because Moderna vaccine apparently 94% effective, 100% effective for preventing extreme cases, and they also did the most thorough health checks with their patients. So I feel like I'll take Moderna's.
Yeah. I'm not into the idea. Obviously, I'm not into the idea of a mandatory any fucking thing. But if y'all are gonna do one, and I gotta pick one, then obviously I'm gonna go through the process of figuring out which one is the safest and which one is the cleanest and which one don't have no damn chip in it. I'm just playing. I don't know if that's even gonna. I don't think that's gonna be real.
That's just
yeah, I don't know. Like, cause Bill Gates was saying something about that like a long time ago. He was talking about having like a tracer in it, like something that will like leave like a little tattoo or like some kind of little something on you to whatever. But I haven't heard any of that from Pfizer or Moderna or anything like that. So I wonder what that was about.
I think he's just trying to get people comfortable with that idea, bro. Like, because Microsoft is a software company that would be providing that chip if it does come to that time when they want to do that. So it's like he kind of just getting it in your head, getting you warmed up to it.
And you gonna warm me up. Bill Gates could do what he want. I'm gonna stick with the medical people,
right.
The people who specialize in medicine, to tell me what vaccine.
That's why he's trying to get in the vaccine wave, because that's the way that you get into the human body.
That's a weird thing, bro. That's a weird thing for Bill Gates to be all into this medical shit. What does he have to do with any of that? He's not a scientist.
He's trying to run the world. So like, he wants to be the richest man in the world, and Jeff Bezos is beating him, and the only way he can get the upper hand is if he starts getting into your body.
You know how mad Bill Gates probably is at Jeff Bezos for
you know how mad everyone probably is at him? Like, people who've been doing it for like 40 years, like, they
that's a funny thing.
Pissed.
That's a funny thing. I wonder why nobody ever thought about Amazon before Bezos did, because really
didn't even tell him what the fuck he was really trying to do.
Amazon is really just a middleman. They don't sell anything. Exactly. I mean, they have their Amazon Basics products,
but as far as like main products,
yeah, he had to become a multi-billionaire to even start manufacturing his own shit. But
even the shit he does manufacture, it doesn't have risk really.
Yeah, like, he just makes like,
he has like the Ring doorbell or something like that,
which
he bought another company. Then he has like the little Alexa. Like, that's not
most of the sales that go on Amazon is just drop shipping. It's just getting from the manufacturer and getting to the customer and just providing the shipping. Right. That's all he does. He provides the shipping. They have
the Audible where you can put your book on there, put your audio book on there, and they don't even have to make the book. They just sell it to you. So
yeah, literally, you just got
the plug, son.
Dude, how much do you think an audiobook speaker makes of a real popular book? Like, something that sells, I wonder if they get millions of copies.
Page or like by the.
It's got to be a percent.
I gotta figure.
It's got to be like a percent, bro.
I gotta see, because bro, I want to see how they get paid.
Because no way you're gonna slide me $500 to do the book, and then your book goes triple platinum.
Yeah, it must be by the book, like by the status of the book.
It's got to be by
and
sales.
Like how much it gets played and stuff.
That might be the wave. I could read pretty good. That might be the wave. I might do audiobooks.
Real shit. If you got a nice voice, go ahead and do it.
I'm over here doing podcasts.
Real shit. We could do both.
Next podcast is gonna be all right, guys.
It's gonna be an audiobook, huh?
I'm gonna just be reading articles and shit.
$50 an hour for small publishers.
No,
you get paid hourly.
No,
you don't get a percentage of the royalties.
No, It still might be.
It says you
move,
can
though.
make agreements to split royalties 50-50 with the author.
You might have
But,
to.
you
Be,
know, that's
you
just
might have
special.
to be a dope ass audiobook reader.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3 ways to get paid. You can do hourly, royalty, or
I'm fucking with the royalty myself. That's what I would do.
you can do 50-50, or you can just do like a percentage, like how you were saying, like a percentage of the
Yeah.
audiobook.
Facts. I wonder who the most famous audio booker is.
Morgan Freeman would be a fire. You can
Facts,
just
dude.
read
Why
like the
isn't that
shortest
a...
books and get all the royalties out that
Right.
bitch. But yeah, how much time we had left on the camera?
Looking like, I think it's about 10 minutes. I could redo it.
Yeah, and then we can get into the pop culture section.
Actually 5 minutes.
So we can like put tags on the YouTube video to where people.
Alright, where were we?
Shit. Oh yeah, pop culture. We gonna talk about. First thing we got goddamn Rihanna and ASAP. Boy, talk about two ghosts getting together. Where they been at?
Facts with each other,
Because they
bro.
ain't been making music.
They just been going out on dates and shit
Right.
together.
They really like, bro, like fuck all that. Like we both.
I mean, look, 2020, I don't blame nobody for getting off the grid.
I do. We need y'all. We need music.
I guess.
Something to get
Yeah.
us through this.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the market is not, like, good. You
For
know?
musicians, yeah,
Like,
it's trash.
if I got stuff that I'm working on, I want to release that in another year.
That's why Playboy Cardi ain't dropped yet, because he got lit music, and you need to be having parties for him to drop.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Rihanna too. I'm pretty sure she got mad party records. ASAP too, man.
He
ASAP.
be having chill music, but then every once in a while he got like that 1 or 2 songs that's
Yeah,
you know,
he's
like-
real smart with it. He'll have like a whole chill album, and then it'll be like 1 or 2 tracks off of that thing be bangers.
like No Limit.
Facts.
But that was easy technically. But
No, I'm
stuff
thinking
like
more like if you think about his last album, I'm thinking more like what was the one with Skepta on there?
that. Yeah, that was a turn, but it ain't. His last album ain't pop how it was supposed to.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that one.
Testing was kind of like
I liked
you had to
it.
be an ASAP fan, really.
Yeah, and I was an ASAP fan when it
Yeah.
happened. I appreciated the whole idea behind it. I understood that it wasn't for everybody though.
Yeah, it wasn't a. Big
But I've always
mainstream.
been like that. I've always like when something is not for everybody. That's always been like my shit. Like just kind of like, you know, like I appreciate the experimental part of doing things.
That's
you know?
that's the creativity. That's how you get tapped into the creativity.
Oh yeah, you ain't no stranger to that.
Chill out, bro.
I'm serious. That's why I'm a big fan of your music because you really
same thing every time, bro.
your shit
Have fun
don't
with it.
sound nothing like nobody else's music, son. I might just play that shit on the podcast real quick.
I mean, shit, can't get copyrighted. Shit is ours.
I mean, yeah, it can. Either way, so first, let's go ahead and congratulate this young woman. Her name is Marseille Martin. What did we?
Do you even know her?
No, but I don't know nothing about
Bro, let's
it. I don't watch
this young
movies
woman.
like that, but I want to recognize when a young person is really
I
doing
guess,
some
bro,
good
but I don't
shit.
know. I don't even know what she look like.
She looked like this.
Oh,
You know-
I know who that is, bro. Yeah, I didn't know that was her name.
She
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay,
I just didn't
so-
know her name.
So she broke the Guinness World Record for the youngest Hollywood executive producer. When she was only 14, she executive produced the
Like
2019
Blackish or
film
something like
Little.
that? Or-
She was in Blackish as well. She's got a pretty
yeah, she's super good.
she's got a pretty long catalog that I'm not gonna go all the way into. But congratulations
I did not know that
to
was
Marseille
her name.
Martin for your Guinness World Record achievement.
You know who she remind me of? True Jackson. What's it? Kiki
Facts.
Palmer or something like that.
Right, Kiki Palmer is she getting
She started
big.
young too.
She had a good 2020.
She did.
Kiki Palmer. All of a sudden, like, yeah, you called her True Jackson. That was her fucking stage name. But Keke Palmer had a pretty good 2020, bro. She's been all on there doing TikToks and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of these, actors and stuff kind of had to rebrand themselves low key because they're not really in all the movies because you're not gonna make a lot of money if AMC Palace is closed nationwide.
But that's kind of good for them because like now they built that platform for themselves, you know.
Facts. Like they got so many of these, but it's funny watching these legacy actresses that we thought we would never be able to amount to have to step down and I don't want to say step down, but you see where I'm going.
They have to be relatable. They have to kind of keep our attention and speak to us.
They had to move on to had to move on to a platform that basically everyone else can also be on, which is stuff like TikTok and Instagram and these things, because the movie studios just aren't pumping out things because the money isn't coming in. So they basically just had to work with what they had, and that's TikTok, that's Instagram, that's
just general public stuff.
Like, and that's the same stuff that everyone else is on. So it's actually really good for the brand, and I'm glad they finally decided to stop being like these
untouchable.
That's what I'm saying. Untouchable as artists, actors. Like we're all people in America. We can you don't have to stay off of TikTok, because that's why I don't want to call it stepping down, because that's how these actors probably looked at it before.
We all people, but like
you
shouldn't try to be on a higher pedestal than just the average person. Like
exactly. I remember back when Vine was big, there was people who were already famous who wanted to make Vines, but every time they made Vines, people looked at them as less than because they were making Vines.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be.
What you doing on there?
I remember Chris D'Elia was a big situation like that. I don't know if you know much about him, but he was on a lot of TV shows and stuff. He caught a lot of criticism, and he got more popular on Vine than his regular. Like his Vine account was more popular because he was real funny than like anything else that he did. So he actually talked about this like on his podcast about how he was getting upset because a lot of people would be like, "Are you the Vine guy?" And he's like, "Bro, I have fucking movies. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not the Vine guy." But you are,
but does it really matter? Like,
no,
if that person hasn't seen your movies and you're the Vine guy to him, it shouldn't matter because you still got that notice. You got noticed by him.
But he made
notice your movies.
Right. He made that statement in 2018. I think if he would have had foresight to how the world was going to be today, he wouldn't have felt like that.
Right.
Because honestly, at this point,
because you got to think about it now, bro. YouTubers and people who like
that's
produce,
the way,
like, bro, they like superstars now. Like, people see him in the street, they're like, God, like that's the guy on YouTube that does that.
You
it's
recognize a Vine star
more
faster
than
a movie star. Yeah, there's so many times I'll be watching an amazing movie and I don't know who this person is.
Exactly, bro. Netflix is fucking notorious for that shit, bro. Like they got some good ass actors on Netflix now, bro. Like Amazon is trying to do what Netflix is doing, but they don't have as good as actors. I don't know why. But I watch an Amazon Prime movie and it's just shit.
They just don't put enough. Yeah. They just don't put the same
I don't think they put enough effort into it. Yeah. Netflix is like more, big pill.
They're more focused on shipping iPhone cases to people.
So they ain't worrying about actors.
And little plastic.
I watch an Amazon movie. I'm like, bro, they let this get put out? Like, they let somebody film it?
Exactly. They make it so much money off of selling like cup holders and shit, like just dumb shit, little plastic China fucking made shit.
Right. And it's crazy because, like, bro, Kevin Hart would have put his movie in, like, IMAX or, like, AMC and all of them. But instead, he put it on Netflix because of the way that the world is now. Facts. So it's like...
Yeah, it's better like that. It's probably,
movies are really about to get fucked.
I think what they'll have, and this is my prediction, I think when the movies open back up, it's going to be slammed.
Yeah,
people are gonna be all in there, but then the hype is gonna die, and I think people are gonna get back to, and I hate to say this, the new normal. I don't want to call it the new normal. That's depressing to say that, but
I wonder if like it's been long enough to where people are like it's just a habit now to go on Netflix instead of the movies.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just gonna be a habit for everybody to be very just
like maybe if it goes like a few more months, then maybe you'll really get like.
Yeah, because
embedded.
business kind of moves slow like that. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that's in the works for Netflix right now. So even like, say we open the country back up today, all of the shit that's being made specifically for Netflix and under a contract with Netflix is still gonna have to come out on Netflix because of that contract. And those things might be a year from now. Those things might not be coming out till like 6 months from now.
So it's gonna take a while.
So
for
a lot
that
of a lot of the big shit is still gonna pop on Netflix while the country is open before they start moving back, because you gotta have the demand before you have the product. So the people are gonna have to start demanding that it be on AMC before the movies start even being shot for AMC.
Exactly.
And movies take like a year to get shot and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's real hard to run a business nowadays because you try to look 3 years ahead, you try to look 2 years ahead, and you don't really know where it's gonna be at. So hats off to everybody trying their best and surviving shit. I don't know. I have them shower thoughts where I'm like, damn, I don't know. You know, sitting in the shower wondering where you're gonna take the podcast next, take the brand next, and you don't know what people are gonna be doing in July of 2021. I don't know, bro.
It's like at the end of the day, you know that this has to end at some point. But it's just like when this ends, what's going to be the next coronavirus? Like what's going to be the next pandemic? What's going to be the next thing that shifts the whole culture? Like is some technology coming? Like what's going to be the next social media? Like it's something. So it's kind of you just try to be informed and
facts. And don't rely too much on somebody else's platform. Like what we've been because you know, like let's say they pass a certain bill and Instagram loses, you know, its relevancy because of it. Like, you know, for Section 230 or something. Like they get rid of that, and then so now everybody's held liable, and they take away, you know, half of Instagram accounts because they're all banned now or whatever. I don't know what might happen through there, but let's say that happens. It's a possibility. And Instagram gets shut down, and you built your whole brand on Instagram. You got 5 million Instagram followers, and you don't even have a website.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of people put their shit on like IGTV. Goddamn, then they got the reels.
Yeah, a lot of Vine stars.
Stories, and it's like, what if that all gets shut down? Like, what's going to be your TikTok then?
Think back in 2013.
Yeah,
there's Vine stars that had millions of followers, and they never thought, you know, obviously we were in a much more stable environment back then. Things weren't changing, but Vine died in an instant.
Like so fucking, bro. It just disappeared one day.
It just disappeared. I don't know what happened. That was crazy, but I don't even remember. But Vine died, and a lot of people had to scramble together what they had and transition to YouTube, and that's why a lot of YouTube stars now started from Vine, like King Batch.
Some of them was just like, that's too much. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't know what to do, had no plans, and just said fuck it, and just, you know, disappeared, I guess. I see a couple of them pop up every once in a while, like on my Twitter feed.
They don't even.
But they don't even have half the relevancy they used to have. But they just wasn't prepared, and that's their fault. You know, you cannot get too comfortable. You know, we're lucky that we're in a situation now where nobody's comfortable, so everybody's kind of ready for the next change. I think most people are.
But like once that vaccine come, bro, I feel like people gonna go back to, you know, just their way of life and. Yeah, you know, just going through the motions and kind of forget that things can change so fast.
What if the vaccine turns us into zombies? Then you don't know what to do next.
Exactly. Then you fucked.
We got zombies running around the streets and you making YouTube videos. I don't know. But
I had to kill 10 zombies to get back inside.
What's up, you guys? I just gotta let y'all know we got zombies busting in the door right now, and I don't know what to do, but you know, we're gonna make this video today, guys. And then you could just get eaten on camera. I bet you they'd still post it if they got bit. Would you still make podcasts if you got bit? Would you tell anybody?
I mean, would I even be able to make the podcast? It depends on what I got bit by.
What if you get bit by a zombie? What if you get bit by a zombie and you got like 3 months until you turn into a zombie?
Oh yeah, I'm still. Yeah. Thanks.
You gonna be on that podcast
doing that till I'm dead. Like, shit.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Day 90, getting close, but don't even feel the same anymore. I'm here.
What if you just turn on live? Like you on live and you turn it to a sound?
Like, that's the last podcast. This motherfucker.
Dog,
That'd be some
I would
crazy
not be
shit.
surprised.
That'd be the most viewed video on YouTube.
Man,
And I'll get
turns into
nothing from
zombie
it
on
because
camera.
it's just like I'm a zombie now. So.
You be a rich zombie. What you do with a zombie's bank account, bro?
Oh, you gotta give it to his mom or to his son or something. I don't know.
Dog.
Or do they just take it? Who knows?
I would just keep it if I was the bank. Be like, shit.
Like, babe.
Shit, I guess I'm gonna keep
That
it.
mine. Shit, he gave it to me anyways.
Yeah, put that into the Dow Jones.
He knew what he was doing. When
He
he
should have
signed up.
known. Yeah, he knew when he got bit.
That money. What else we got? Apparently, Dr. Dre's daughter
Done
is
like
very upset
man.
or emotionally traumatized because she hasn't talked to him in 17 years. Bro, 17 years?
Yeah. Why?
She said all she wants to do is have a relationship with her father. She doesn't care that he's a billionaire. She just wants to speak to her father. That's what she said.
That sounds like a story you'd hear from somebody with a crackhead daddy or something.
Right.
Doesn't sound like that man is a billionaire.
He's perfectly intact and in his right mind. Like,
Yeah,
why?
you would think he doesn't have like a phone or something, you know, like, and nobody knows where he is.
But apparently he's like a very stingy person, though, Dr. Dre. From accounts from Ice Cube and other people in NWA. That's why the
Yeah,
band didn't
I mean,
stay.
the guy with the business mind is usually not the guy with the most compassion
Exactly.
and the most personability, you know. I don't know much about Dr. Dre, so I hope he reconnects with his daughter. Shit, I don't like, cause you never know, man. I'm not saying she lying, but you know, and I doubt she's lying, but there could be something else to that we don't know
It
nothing
might be
about.
her mom. Like, it might be.
Yeah, it could
might
be
be
a
something
mom.
else,
Does he
you
have
know?
like multiple?
I think he has
baby
another
mamas?
kid that he had another wife that he had a kid with, and I believe they divorced as well. So
Yeah, man.
he had like multiple wives.
Yeah, his daughter is working at UPS. You said?
She applied for FedEx.
Yes, sir.
Based on that article.
Yes, sir. Dr. Dre's daughter works for FedEx.
So don't go trying to get with her because she has no relationship with her father. So you have no
Right.
relationship with her father.
He abandoned her the same
He
year he
gonna
abandoned
abandon you.
Eminem.
Yep.
Eminem started falling off the same time.
I'm just ready for Christmas so I can go on vacation.
You going to Colorado?
I'm going to Colorado. I ain't never been out west.
What
yet,
is the
so.
selfie museum? I wanted to ask you that.
I think they have like a bunch of props and stuff that are very selfie friendly. So it'll just be cool stuff to take selfies with. Or
Oh, so it's not a museum with a bunch of selfies in it?
It's kind of just stuff for you to take selfies with, I think.
What, like wax figures of people?
Yeah, like things like, pretty much like how New
that's
York
cool.
got the wax museum and stuff. Yeah, shit like that.
Taking selfies with wax. The wax figures creep me the hell out.
They look so good. Like, they look just like the
But
person.
every like 1 in 20 looks nothing like the person
yeah.
that it is. Like, what is it?
It's
I think
like-
it was Nicki Minaj's that looked nothing like her or something like that. I think they.
It's like, damn, that's what y'all think of her?
Right. I think there's like 5 different wax figures of Nicki Minaj that look, and none of them look the
I think
same.
it's so hard to get her.
None of them
face.
look the same, and none of them look like her either. Like, it's like just, it looked like all her sisters or something.
Yeah, like I feel like it's so hard to like get that face structure that she has though, like with wax. Cause
Yeah,
it's so,
facts.
it's
Because
so
she has
strong, you know.
she has a weird face. It's a very pretty face, but it's definitely unique.
It's like so much bone structure in it, so it's like it make it hard. To,
Yeah, what is she? What is her like
think so.
actual ethnicity?
Trinidad or something like that.
Oh yeah, come on, bruh.
Yeah, that's hard to. Yeah, that's hard.
Looks
to,
like freaking. That looks
there's
like
no
a white
way,
lady.
like her cheeks are way higher than that, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't think that's.
Bruh, that looks like somebody teacher. That doesn't look like her at all, son.
Like, is that supposed to be anaconda? Because that's not what she.
Yeah, I think that's the anaconda thing.
Like, look at how low they can have her cheeks. Like, come on, bro.
And her butt not as big. Dude, I'm looking
You
for
said,
another
you said
one.
what, Jake?
Look what he
No,
did.
what you said her what?
No, I was just saying, cause look.
Nah, son, what
Like,
you
I'm just
said?
telling
What
you, like, look what he doing.
Wait. Oh, shit. He like, I always want to do this. Bro, you going stupid though.
Dog, he like really he on his knees. We got a brother that he pulling her ponytail. So the Nicki Minaj wax figure has her in doggy style, and you know what homeboy went up and had to do.
He pulling the hair and
walked up-
everything.
Yeah, he pulling on the head, putting his thing on her thing.
Yes, and he putting his nose on her. Yes,
Right. And that's wrong.
he out of
and
pocket.
he a little out of pocket too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
wait, what? Is that what people really be? Come on, son.
I'm just looking for the one with Buddy got his face on it. That's the one I'm looking for.
He must knew that. He must not known the other dude put his on that. Wait, huh?
He about to make out with a
People
girl.
really be obsessed with celebrities.
Oh, of course. Honky Tonk got it. Is the one that put his mouth on it.
Bro, I've been listening to too much Kevin Gates.
Dude. Come on, right? Come on.
Bro, what is he getting
What
out of
is he
that?
looking for?
He's like, nah, I'm gonna get that.
He
Like,
digging in there, bro, with his hand.
what is he digging in though? Well, it's like,
I wonder how detailed they actually made it. I ain't even about to. I thought they had more wax figures of her though. The only one that's coming up is this one. Looks absolutely nothing like her. That's crazy. I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see.
that shit funny.
That's
Nah,
nuts.
bro. You planning any trips or you just gonna chill?
Me and Brooke gonna do a trip for Christmas. We're gonna probably just pay for a trip together. You know, cause we get each other everything that we need anyway throughout the year, so there's no point in trying to figure out
Right,
what
bro.
gifts to get. When you with somebody for long enough, like after year 2, it's like what the fuck
bruh,
else do I need
let's
to get
just
you?
go somewhere, like,
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to go somewhere, but we don't really know yet. And
bro. Like, how you feel about getting Christmas presents for like the whole family and stuff like that? Like, what are your thoughts
it's silly
on that?
to me, bro. It's silly, honestly. Like,
Cause we just gonna get them what they don't want, or like stuff that they don't really need.
right, and I just feel like everybody's wasting money trying to figure out what this person wants, what that person wants, all of that stuff. I just rather everybody hold on to their money. I'll get presents for the immediate family, like my mama, my sister, my girlfriend, my brother, and that's probably it. And then that's if that, you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's silly, bro. Cause I don't ask nothing for nobody. Like when people ask me what I want for Christmas, I'm like,
I'm
please,
like, don't give me
don't give
nothing.
me. Like, just keep your
Please.
money and just, you know, just let's go out to eat or something like that. Let's spend money on having time together. Cause you know, I'm sure you know, living an hour away from your people, me living an hour away from my people. Only thing I care about is spending money on things to do with my people. I don't want to spend money on things they're just gonna take home and not use and whatever.
Exactly.
And I don't want them to do that either for me. So I ain't
I'd
into
rather
the
us
whole
all
present
just
thing.
throw in and like just do something
Yeah.
nice together.
Yeah, I'm super excited about Christmas because it's just like a whole week of just going and see your family and everything like that. You know, you don't see
Yeah.
that. You don't do that much as a grown
I'm
man.
not into
so.
all the gift part, but definitely the family environment and like just the vibes in Christmas be
Hell
nice.
yeah.
And the music and the eggnog and
Yeah, alcoholic
laughing, playing
eggnog, all
games
that.
together. It's stuff fun, bro.
Hell
Honestly.
yeah, man. We got anything else to go over before I wish everybody a happy holiday.
Nah, we got just the last section.
What were we talking about? I think we kind of went over that anyway already in the beginning, right? You said,
I'm talking about lessons learned.
Yeah, biggest lesson learned for me in 2020 is please think for yourself. Please don't listen to these people trying to peddle information to you and get you to think a certain way. Please think for yourself. That's what I learned in 2020. Don't believe everything you see. Make sure that your mind is your mind and protect your freedom of thought, because it's under attack right now, if you haven't noticed.
Yep. The main thing I say from 2020 is just be grateful for every second that you have, and be grateful for your freedom and your ability to be able to see your family, because there was a short time, like a month or so, where we weren't even allowed to really leave the house unless you were going to work.
Right.
So anything can happen, bro. Like,
and it could have got worse than that.
Be grateful. Yeah, it could. Like, the next pandemic could be even worse, bro. So it's like, man, just be thankful. Thank God for your breath, man. This shit is very underrated. How fucking important it is.
Right.
How privileged we are to live here, bro, and just have our freedoms, bro.
I find myself, the other day I was thinking about it, and you can think about it one or two ways. I was in the shower the other day thinking, and I was like, we damn near wasted a whole year cooped inside doing these things, or not doing shit or whatever, and I was upset about it. But I also came to a realization, there's always the other side of the coin, where I realized a lot of life can be like this, and I gotta be thankful for my right to even be able to vote against it, or play a part in changing it, or doing something. I love the country that I live in. I'm glad that we have these freedoms, and I'm glad that I even have the opportunity to fight for them. And it's it's a bump in the road, but it makes you really realize how smooth the road was up until now.
Exactly, bro.
And
I think people were so hung up on negativity and things that weren't going right, and then when shit really got negative, they realized how fucking much positive they were having.
Dude, remember all the dumb shit, like in 2019, 2018, years before it, all the I was thinking about it, there was so much shit to talk about before. Like, if we had a podcast throughout the last 2 years,
there was so much good stuff.
We would have had so much stuff to talk about all the time, and a lot of stuff was very relevant and very, like, at the top of the headlines and everything like that, about these celebrities, problems with these other celebrities and this and that, and you hear none of that anymore. Like, we don't.
It's not important.
Yeah, our country is kind of not really worried about the tit for tat shit that has happened in the news media for a very long time. I think everybody, and if we don't know it, we're in the streets fighting for, instead of disagreeing and getting mad at each other over what he say and she say.
We're really fighting for human rights.
Right. We fighting so that people don't die. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press, right. Freedom of this, freedom of that. It's been a fully political year. And it makes you realize, like, how blessed we were before this to never have to pay attention to politics. So, I
think so many more people are informed now, bro.
Yeah.
I'm one of them. Like, bro, since this pandemic, I've gotten way more deeper in politics than I ever been, man.
Oh,
like,
I got closer to God this year.
Yeah, bro,
shit.
Spiritually
I got so into politics
grown.
that I left politics and went to God. Like, I'm literally not even worried about anything anymore. Like, I'm starting to realize, like happiness and all of that shit is in my hands. It's in my mind, because it's not there are times where it's not going to be out there. You're not going to find it out there, or buying this or spending money on that. Shit, you stuck in the house, and so is the richest person in America right now. We all stuck in the house.
It was like this 3-phase like process. It was like, first it was like when the pandemic first started, it's like, damn, like I started realizing how the world actually structured and what's really going on. And it's like the second step was just like, bro, like I can't even rely on this world because this shit can crash and burn any second. So I had to start searching for God in my spirit and peace within myself.
Yeah.
And then the third phase was like, how can I bring my peace and get that to other people? That way they find their peace as well.
Yeah.
And we can make this world a better place to the best of its ability. It'll never be perfect, but if we can get more people on that same shit, then maybe we could make some progress. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe we're moving into, you know, a new age where the silly shit in politics isn't gonna matter much anymore, and the people are going to be much stronger and demanding of the things that really matter. And I think we all got a really good sense of what really matters in this country and in this world.
Forget, bro. I don't want people to forget 2020, bro.
I think that's
I hope
you know,
we don't forget.
Look, we could hope, we could dream, we could pray.
Hope.
Most importantly, what me and Elgin are gonna do is we are going to give you that. We're gonna give you that hope, and we're gonna give you. I plan on sticking to it. I'm not gonna forget. I'll never forget. I know damn well I'll never forget, and I don't think you are either. And moving forward, that's what we're gonna do. You know. So if you consider yourself one of those people like me, when you are very passionate and make sure that you aren't gonna forget, then you make sure that you do that for other people. Go start your own podcast. Go do something on the internet. Go talk to the people in real life. Go make a difference in your own community. And
remember, if you ever want the truth, the whole truth, without just opinionated bullshit, come here. Because we going to keep it straight up. We going to keep it 100. We're going to let you know how we feel about it, but we ain't going to say that's what it is based on our feelings.
Yeah.
We're going to let you determine it for yourself.
I'm going to tell you to ask yourself. And usually you know the truth. So stop listening to these people. The people that try to tell you that they know the truth,
we just going to put it in front of you.
Right. We're just going to put the facts in front of you and then give you the
wherewithal. We the plug.
The truth plug.
You got to smoke. I mean, you got to take it.
You gotta swallow it, bro. Pause. Well, all right. You good, Elgin?
I'm beautiful, man. It's a beautiful night, man. Thank everybody for listening. If you made it this far,
for coming.
Remember
Episode
to like
21.
and subscribe it.
Oh yeah, like comment, and subscribe, comment.
If you heard anything that
hit
you
the notification bell. Be part of the notification squad.
Follow us on Instagram _9bird.
_9bird.
Go ahead, get that.
All right. Love you guys. Happy holidays. We'll be back in about a week or two. Love you. Bye.